Hi, this is Mrs. Chan. In this tutorial, we are going to talk about different ways to subtract. You may ask, why do we need to talk about different ways when subtraction can be just used in one way? According to the Texas Education Agency guidelines, students in third grade are supposed to know not only how to solve three-digit subtraction problem, but also know how to represent those problems. That's why we are teaching students different ways to subtract. So here we go. Here's the first way, using base 10 model and standard algorithm to solve a subtraction problem. This problem is 345 minus 187. By using base 10 blocks, it will give students a visual on how this problem is solved. So let me draw 345. This is base 10 block in 345. I would like to subtract 7 ones. However, I don't have enough. Therefore, I need to go next door and borrow 110. The 10 would become 10 ones. And now, together, I should have 15 ones. I will record it on my number sentence. I don't have 4 tenths anymore. I only have 3 tenths. And instead of 5 ones, I have 15 ones. 15 minus 7. From 15 ones, I'm going to take away 7 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I have 8 ones left. Now move on to the tens place. I have 3 tenths left. However, I need to take away 8 tenths. Again, I don't have enough. So I need to go to the hundreds place and regroup. Make the 100 into 10 tenths. Now I have 13 tenths in all. Let's record it. I should have 200 left and 13 tenths. 13 minus 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 5 tenths left. Now move on to the hundred place. From 200, I need to take away 100. Now I have 100 left. Therefore, your answer is 158. The second way to subtract is still using standard algorithm, but this is a subtraction song we use a lot in class, and this is how it goes. We start with the ones place. I have 5, they want 7, do I have enough? No. Go next door and borrow. Scratch it, make it smaller. Put a 1 right on my side. We're going to repeat the ones place now after we regroup. I have 15, they want 7, do I have enough? Yes. Punch in a bottom number. The bottom number is 7, so we're going to punch in 7 with our fist, and we're going to count up until 15. So the first number a student should hold up with their finger is 8, because 8 comes after 7. So punch in 7, and we count up 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. The students should have 8 fingers holding up, and therefore, in your ones place, you have 8. Tens place, I have 3, they want 8. Do I have enough? No. Go next door and borrow. Scratch it, make it smaller. Put a 1 right on my side. I have 13, they want 8. Do I have enough? Yes. Punch in a bottom number. 8 is being punched in. We're going to count up all the way to 13. Start with 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. The answer is 5. And 2 minus 1 is 1. And therefore, the answer is 158. The third way we use is open number line. All students need to know is 345 minus 187. They should start with the end of the number line, 345. And they need to understand that this picture, take away 187 equals 158. This is the picture they need to understand. However, because this is an open number line, it is supposed to help students to subtract with the minimum number of regrouping. So we can also do this. From 345, because it's subtraction, we need to move back. So I can take away 100 first. That will become 245. I can take away 40 because it is easy for me to work on. So it will be 205. And I know I can take away another 40. That will become 165. Altogether, so far, I have taken away 180. Now I need to take away another 7. This number here should add up to 187. And my final answer would be 158. So that is the subtraction with open number line model. Again, ultimately, this is the part that we really want students to understand. Subtraction with 0 across. That means if there is a tens place in the problem, in the 3 digits number, sometimes students has trouble solving it. So we have different strategies to solve this type of problem. First, of course, is the traditional way. We have 300 minus 187. I don't have enough ones, so I go to the tens place. However, in the tens place is also a 0. So I need to go to my 100. I borrow 1 from here. That will become 200. And I add it to my tens place. I still don't have enough to subtract my 7 ones. So I need to borrow 1 from the tens place. Now it becomes 9 tens. And add the 110 back to the ones place. 10 minus 7 equals 3, 9 minus 8 equals 1, and 2 minus 1 equals 1. The answer is 113. Using base 10 model to explain, I would start with drawing 300. Again, I need to take away 7 ones. I don't have enough, so go to the tens place. And I don't have any tens either. I need to take 100 and regroup it into 10 tens. In this way, I still don't have any ones to subtract, so I need to take away 110 and make it into 10 ones. Now I can take away my 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 3 ones left. As for the tens place, I only have 9 tens, so I need to take away 8 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's why I only have 1 10 left. I have 200 and I take away 100. That's why I have 100 left. So I have 100, 110, and 3 ones left. 113 is your answer. Now the 2 at the bottom are new methods. I find them pretty interesting because it helps students understand a little better sometimes. Again, like what I told my students, if they understand the new ways, they are welcome to use them. But if the traditional way is what they are more used to, they can use the traditional way too. Whichever way is the best for them to understand, they feel most comfortable with, is the one that I want them to use. I don't want them to use all different ways. So funny number, also called combined place value. Instead of telling them we have 300, we're going to decompose the number first. So we're going to say we actually have 0 ones and 30 tens instead of 300. When I go next door and borrow this time, I'm borrowing just 1 10 from 30 tens. So I would have 29 tens left. And that 110 I took away will go to the ones place. If you look at the funny number and the traditional one, the regrouping is pretty much the same. I just skip a step by decomposing the number first in the funny number. So 10 minus 7 again is 3. 9 minus 8 is 1. and 2 minus 1 is 1. 113 is your answer. Last one is compensation. A lot of students find this easier. I don't mind that as long as they understand what they're doing. So 300 minus 187, we have a lot of regrouping to do. Instead of doing all the regrouping, we're going to keep the distance between these two numbers. So we're going to take away 1 from each number. So 300 will become 299, and 187 would become 186 because we take away 1 from both numbers. Now I can subtract, and the answer should be the same as 300 minus 187. 9 minus 6 equals 3, 9 minus 8 is 1, and 2 minus 1 is 1. And once again, the answer is 113. I hope these strategies are not confusing you, but helping you, giving you more ways, more tools to do subtraction. Thank you. Have a nice day.